This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Lakeland, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Portland playing for the home crowd again tonight. And, of course, Tyrese Maxey. Part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Jim, you wouldn't know it now. Kamara, a late second-round pick back in 2023.
Well, Kevin, he's proven himself now. His defense is what first stood out. But now his offense has taken a leap forward.
Out to the right wing. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pass to Jokic. Over Carter. Jokic, no good.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Now Black. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise values skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
Now, here's Suggs. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jokic, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Fades away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
A focal point of this offense. Jokic is comfortable handling the bulk of the scoring load on this team.
Carter with the screen. Poked away. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league. And he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here's Suggs. And it's Wagner missing. And he tries in. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Here's Banchero for three. Cans it from downtown. Banchero's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Wagner. Still without a basket. Out to Carter. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Here's Suggs. It's hauled in by Thibault. Portland leading by 4. Jokic on top. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. So it's Orlando now. And stolen by Sharp. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Now here is Carter.
The offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
From outside, off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Oh, he did it! Just got it off in time.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
The Magic, 12. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That's his first foul. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They get it back. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wagner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And now, here's Hezonja. Picked by Randall. Inside. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Bane. Here's Stuckey. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Richardson, good.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And now, here's Hezonja. Scoreless thus far.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's in there.
Yeah, Bane has really good passing instinct. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
It's taken away by Stuckey. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Pass to Bane. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And don't sleep on Baines' ability to go right to the rag. That'll happen more often than not.
Outside for Randall. They need this. And he lays it up and in. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Richardson outside. Back to Stuckey. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Buries the long-range jumper. Gillespie's got 5.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Magic lead by 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Down low. Good work defensively by Stuckey.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that. Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Stuckey with it. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Over in the corner, Banchero. The shot by Carter, nobody around. That falls, nice feed that time from Banchero.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
Banchero outside. And another 3 for Orlando.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Pass to Jokic. Too easy inside from Jokic.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Banchero for 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Kamare. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Kamare's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Good work defensively by Carter. Magic leading by 7. Orlando moving the ball around. The 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you guys.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Just 4 to shoot. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Black. And it's good off the back rim and in. Black's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The 10 Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. Pass to Suggs. Sinks the triple. Suggs has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Magic.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the paint, Grant. Off target at the rim. Magic leading by 9. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to E. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:15 left to play in the third. Here's Gillespie. 5 points in the game. And here is Hezonja.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
Pass to E. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Randall with the bucket.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
It's Suggs with the drive. It's hauled in by Gillespie. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Here's Grant. Misses the baby hook. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Suggs looking around. To the inside. He misses from short range. Turner with the steal. Launches a 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That is just a killer 3 to end the quarter. The kind of shot that...
Orlando, 55.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, trailing by 13. They host the Clippers after this game, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Stuckey right side, and stolen by Thibault. Richardson for 3, and it's Portland with the rebound. And here's Sharp. To the middle. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Wagner wide open. The kick out to Bane. 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Wagner.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Orlando leading by 14. To the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was Sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
From deep, Richardson. Rebound by Williams. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Fires from 18. Does not go.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Wagner. Trained from outside.
A true shooting wing. Wagner knew he was on his spot, and he took it. Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just aims forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp going inside, and he blows the dunk. What in the world happened? Suggs outside. And Banchero. And there's the three.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Outside Jokic. The shot from 20. He gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Banchero. Oh, softly lays it in.
And guys, that sprint will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Jokic. And there's the dunk.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Orlando.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paolo Banchero.
He impacted the game in a multitude of ways. Anytime they needed a big play, no matter what it was, he came through.
Releases. Banchero. It's deflected. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.